All right, now welcome back. Question, have you heard about the new study in which LSD, that's right, LSD has shown promise in treating alcoholism? Let's go right to it. Loretta posts this on Facebook. I know you can't possibly think this is a good idea. What do you think? Stacy on Facebook. Stacy wants to know, is it ever a good idea to treat one addiction with another possible one? And finally, this is Sarah, who says, LSD for alcoholism. Are you kidding? I took it twice in the 70s and thought I didn't have any arms or legs. Music was great, though, unless LSD is different than today. Gentlemen, yes, I knew you guys would find that very, very, very amusing. All right, let me address these questions. Stacy, is it ever good to treat one addiction with another? No. Then there's no such thing as, in my world, abstinence is the goal. That's in my world. Now, some people believe in something called harm avoidance, where you give one medicine that has a different pharmacology and therefore associated with less behavioral problems. I think that's, if you have the possibility of returning to a flourishing full life. Well, I always say this, why don't we ever treat our peers with anything other than abstinence? Doctors, treat doctors, abstinence only. And do I think it's a good idea, and this is back to all the other two questions. Listen, this study says one thing and one thing only, is that that LSD performed comparably well to other pharmacological interventions that really don't work anyway. So it's like saying, this doesn't work, well, LSD doesn't really work either. It doesn't compare to abstinence or 12-step or any of the other treatment modalities that really lead to a full recovery. So it's a very interesting study. I'm all for people continuing to look at these things because maybe someday there will be something that will help more than what we have. LSD, not one of those things. Not to mention the fact that most drugs that cause hallucination tend to be neurotoxic, in my opinion, because I've seen lots of long-term changes in people's personality and mood from even moderate hallucinogen use, so even modest. So that's not worth the risk.